Well, hello and welcome. It is time once again to try to fix something. And today on the workbench, we have another PS5 Blu-ray edition, CFI 1115A. And this one's not a no power, I don't believe. Let me just show you what it's doing. You get a beep every time you press the button. That's the eject button. Power, you get a single beep. And she doesn't do anything as far as lights or anything. So, yeah, that's what we're starting with on this one. Let's get some covers off. Let's see what's going on with it. And with the side plate off, yes, she has been opened before. But we do have all the screws as far as I can tell. Yep, all those are in there too. Good, that's great. Well, I have the circuit board out. And just giving it a quick glance out here in the garage, I don't see any signs of rework. Nothing, no flux anywhere. I'm not entirely sure if the place I bought this from, if they just deal in tech, or if they actually try to repair tech. I don't know. But yeah, this looks promising. I don't see any. There's no mess. There's no signs of previous work. Let's get it inside, see if we can figure something out. Alright, well here we are inside the workbench. And I've got my leads connected to this board. I want to take a quick look at the current draw when we apply 12 volts to it. Just see what it's doing. Went up to like 27 and then came back down, I believe. Looked like something tried to start. 40, I saw 44. Okay. So, we likely have a short somewhere. Let me see. Maybe we can put a meter on this and see what we can figure out. Maybe continuity mode will help us out today. So, oh, I'm seeing some solder. Now that I'm looking for it here, this fuse on the 5-volt rail has been replaced. Or there's a lump, or there's a piece of wire there or something. Yeah, but somebody has been soldering in that area. That's the only area I see right now, but I didn't notice it earlier. A little better light in here at the workbench. No short. What over here? No. Is that fuse good? Is this fuse good? Although I need to look at that. It just looks like a piece of metal laying there, but it could just be some flux I'm seeing. So, we have a short somewhere. That's kind of what it's acting like. Let me look around here. Around this dialogue chip. See if we can see anything shorted to ground. 5 volts going in is not shorted. I'm just tapping some of these capacitors around it. Like this is a 1.15 rail, I believe. Well, I'm sorry, this is 3.3. This is 1.15. That's ground. Okay. No shorts there. How about... That's ground. Another DC-DC converter over here. Nothing. I don't believe there's a short in the 12 volts because we would have shut the supply down. So, somebody has messed with that. Where do we have a short? That's the RAM there. That's going to be low impedance. What What about our HDMI? I see. There we go. That is, I believe, a I have to look, either a 1.8 or 0.9 rail into this HDMI encoder. I see 2 ohms. So I think our problem is right in here. Probably see that same short on some of these other tiny capacitors. Yeah, like right there. So yeah, we have a short on a, I believe that's a 1.8. Let me check some notes. I don't want to tell you wrong. If I can remember where that is. That particular capacitor, I believe that is on pin, it's 1.8 volts. It's a separate 1.8 volt supply from these over here. The HDMI chip has its own 1.8. I believe that's right. I believe it has its own 1.8 that it's takes in 3.3 and puts out 1.8. And it's not, is it one of these? I can't remember. We'll know in a second here. Yeah, okay, it's this one. This little chip here brings in, I believe, 3.3 and that puts 1.8. So the chip is probably fine. The real regulator I see right here. I'm going to guess our encoder has died. If I can check any of these. Wonder if any of the outputs, you know, looking on the breakout board, if any of those read odd. They don't have to. I mean, the chip could be dead and the output stages still look normal. Nope, that does not look normal. That should be 0.8. That's ground. That should be 0.8. It's 1 volt. That looks normal. There's normal. 0.82. Ground. That looks normal. That does not look normal. 7. 8 is ground. 9, yeah, that's not normal. These should read 0.8. Pins 1, 3, 4, and 6, 7, and 9, and even 10 and 12, like that, should all read roughly 0.8. So, yeah, we've got some... Ooh. And 13 is shorted to ground. I have to check on that. 13 does eventually connect to this chip, but there is a zener, a protection zener to ground that may have gone. This could be lightning damage. How about 14? Shouldn't have anything connected. I think there may be a capacitor to ground on 14, but it's not used. 15.6, 16, 17 is ground. 18, that doesn't look too bad. 19. So 13 is an issue, which I need to know. I can't remember if 13 goes straight to the chip. Let me see. 13. There is a zener to ground. It goes to pin 39, looks like. It goes right over here. You can probably see that short on one of these pads. Yeah, like right there. That's a test pad. That one. Yep. So anyway, I need to take a look at this fuse, see what's been going on. I just see flux and some suspicious stuff going on there, and we need a new encoder. So I'll probably just pull this encoder off, and we'll see if that short goes away on pin 13. If it doesn't, then I need to look into maybe a bad zener or something that's also on 13. And just taking a quick look at F7001. Yeah, somebody has bridged it with solder. I think the fuse may still be under there, but they have bridged it. Let's just see if it's still under that blob of solder. Let's see what's under there. Nope. Nope. Nothing under there. Let me go ahead and clean that up. Yeah, this is there's a lot of ground plane going on. I need to get my bigger iron out here. And need to see, what should F7001 be? What should that be? So this is a EDM 20. EDM 20 F7003. Usually has that Y with an underscore under it. I think that's right. I believe that's a 5 amp fuse. Okay, let me see if I have one. Maybe get that cleaned up a little. Man, that did not want to come off there. Let's get rid of that piece of wire. Oops, come back. That does not need to hang around. Still got alcohol on this board. All right, fuses. 0402 size fuses. I think that landed in the right spot. Close enough. try to make it look pretty if we can. Alright, now we're going to need an encoder IC. Nope. There we are. Now, right quick like, I'm going to do a check on pin 13. No short. No short on pin 13 now. Let's check it in diode mode. Not getting a reading. Thought I should see the the Zener diode to ground. I have to check on that. But there's no short there. Okay. Well, that's half the battle. The short is gone. Do I have another encoder IC? I think I do. We'll give it a new one. Still in the package. Although I probably should tin this thing. I think I will. If I can get it back in focus. All right, now. I need some extra flux. might work. Alright. That went down pretty well. Alright, let's see how this looks anyway. If we can. It can be kind of tricky. I think that'll work. Yeah, that should work. Yep. And how about the other side? Yep, I think that'll work. Okay. Well, I think we're about ready to test it then, aren't we? Alright, and I was going to show you, now that the chip is on there, pin 13 does have a good reading on it, a good diode reading. There is no Zener to ground. I thought this was, some of the pins have Zener protection diodes to ground. 13 does not. So all these should be good now. There's if you can see everything. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, no connection, 15, 16, 17 is ground, 18, and 19. 18 is a little lower than I remember it being. 19. Okay, I think we're ready for test. Alright, one more quick check before we go back out to the garage and put this in the chassis. I have my leads connected back to my bench supply. Let's see what our current draw looks like now when we apply 12 volts. Much better. Much better. That looks healthy. Healthy and normal. Okay. Alright, I think we're ready to test it. Well, look like I got some flux to clean up. I'll get it cleaned up. Alright, here we are back out in the garage, and I think we are ready to test this. Power is connected. Fan is connected this time when I remembered it. Let's see if we can do something more than beep. We have a light. We have fan spin. We have dust flying out of the fan. Monitor is locking. She's going to want to do a storage check. Yeah. She will have to do a storage check. All right, now we're locking again. And there we go. Excellent. Okay. We have video back. We have operation back. I mean, it was dead. Okay. Let me do a little cleanup, like on that fan, and I'll put this all back together. We can do a final checkout. How does that sound? Sound good? Yeah, she's coming on up. There we go. Well, this PS5 is fully reassembled. I've cleaned it up some, got the dust out of it, and looking in pretty good condition. Installing a game off the Blu-ray disc. That seems to be working. I've got it on the network, downloading updates. So far, everything's looking beautiful. Well, hope you liked that one. Thought it was somewhat interesting, educational, entertaining, any of the above. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I will see you in that very next repair. So long for now.